Yeah, we were concerned, with this team in terms of matchups. They were big, probably the biggest team, we faced, all year when they introduced the lineup. We thought we were playing the Clippers. And we had some matchup problems early, and I thought we did a great job defensively, um, stopping their inside game, even though they hurt us a little bit, especially in the first half with some deep threes. I thought taking away their inside game, we knew consistently they couldn't, beat us from the arc. And I thought the last 10 minutes of the first half, when we took a double digit lead, gave us a confidence. And I thought there were stretches in the second half defensively where we got our hands on a lot of balls. We got it out in transition and scored some easy baskets because they were just too big to score in our half court sets.
Yeah, you mentioned their size. You dominate the paint 44-16. Is that, and only took 14 3-pointers. Is that something you thought that you could exploit going in?
Yeah, I mean, we were going to take, what they gave us, but they were extending so much, their defense that, once we got the ball side to side, we were able to penetrate. And I thought we should have scored even more points in the paint. We missed some easy, layups and some easy putbacks. But, I have to give, these kids a lot of credit, even though we're undersized. We have Day, rebounding the ball against 6, 7 kids. We have Dimitri right now who's about 70%. He's still nursing, a groin pull. And slowly, I thought our bench tonight, second half more so than the first half, gave us some of the quality minutes that, we need to give these guys, maybe a 1 or 2 minute break.
Yeah, we talked about that, that big three kind of averaging right now 37, 38 minutes. How big, is it for you to be able to play a guy like Remo or Ryogo extended minutes? You get 10 points combined out of those two.
Yeah, it's very important. We talk about it, every single day in practice. Someone needs to step up and give us some, consistency. It doesn't necessarily have to be points. We just need, to have trust in whoever we put in that they're going to do, the job defensively, keep the ball in front of them, and rebound their position. And I thought we did that, second half. Remo did a good job of keeping everybody in front of him tonight. And I thought Ryogo, did the same thing. And I thought Scott probably had, one of his better games, even though he struggled a little bit on the offensive end. I thought defensively he did a good job containing their bigs.
Talked a little bit about defensively today. How good do you think this team can be defensively? It seemed like coming out of the second half, you coming out of halftime break into the second half, you had kind of got on them at first for not bringing the same defensive intensity, and it seemed like they listened and kind of turned it up, and hold Felician to 33% in the second half, and they turned 18 turnovers into a 23-8 margin in points off mistakes.
Yeah, defense is mostly about effort, and when we give that effort, I think we're as good as anybody, but we haven't been doing it consistently, a lot comes because we do run a lot of motion offense where everybody's moving. That takes a little bit out of you, and then when you're playing kids, a lot of minutes and you're undersized, you're working extra hard, on the defensive end, and that saps, a little bit of your stamina, your strength, and hopefully sooner, as I said, than later, our bench can, allow us, to rest some of these guys more than, 1 or 2 minutes at a time.
And then finally, next game here against St. A's, obviously a team you're familiar with. A lot of storylines, pair of 2 600-win coaches. First time you guys have met since the NE10 championship game last year, and obviously both at the top of the standings, off to a good start. But clear that out of the way. What do you guys have to do to be successful?
Well,
and get
probably
to
the best storyline, with us, anytime we play St. A's now, is that we stole their media guy away, which is Eric Copeland. I think that's your name. So, anytime we play, we have extra incentive to beat St. A's because we were fortunate enough to get you here.
Thank you, Coach.